Hello everyone, welcome to my channel SW Metro official channel.
Finally, Kody&Robyn go bankrupt and hit the road. All properties seized for not paying the bank loan. Kody Brown and Robyn Brown make questionable financial decisions, from their extravagant purchases to their ever-shifting living arrangements. Despite multiple streams of income, reality TV paychecks, MLM schemes, and family businesses, their financial management has been shaky at best. Now, in a dramatic turn of events, the day many predicted has finally arrived. Kody&Robyn have gone completely bankrupt, lost all their properties to bank foreclosures, and have been forced to hit the road with nothing but their remaining debt and a pile of unsold my sister wife's closet jewelry. The downfall began when Kody&Robyn's risky financial habits caught up with them. After the family's infamous move to Flagstaff, Arizona, they purchased multiple properties at inflated prices, including the infamous $900,000 McMansion that Robyn insisted they needed. Meanwhile, Kody's grandiose plans for Coyote Pass, the undeveloped land meant to house all four wives, remained stagnant due to poor planning, zoning issues, and lack of funds. Instead of cutting their losses, Kody&Robyn continued spending beyond their means, taking out loans they couldn't repay and draining resources from the rest of the family. The breaking point came when the banks finally called in their debts. With Christine long gone, Janelle moving on to a more stable life, and Mary distancing herself from the chaos, Kody&Robyn were left to face the consequences alone. The bank seized their mansion, the Coyote Pass land, and any other remaining assets. Even Robyn's prized collection of Precious Moments figurines couldn't save them from financial ruin. With no home, no steady income, and no sister wives left to bail them out, Kody&Robyn were forced to pack up what little they had left and hit the road in a beat-up RV, ironic, given how much they once mocked Christine for choosing RV life. Fans of the show are divided in their reactions. Some feel a sense of poetic justice, watching the two who prioritized their own needs over the family's well-being finally face the repercussions of their actions. Others can't help but pity them, knowing that their stubbornness and poor decision-making led them to this low point. Meanwhile, ex-wives Christine, Janelle, and Mary are thriving, Christine with her new marriage, Janelle focusing on financial independence, and Mary rebuilding her life outside the toxic dynamic. As Kody&Robyn wander from state to state, living off dwindling savings and whatever odd jobs they can find, one thing is clear: their downfall was entirely avoidable. Had they listened to the concerns of their family, lived within their means, and prioritized unity over selfishness, they might still have a home. Instead, they're left with nothing but regret, and the harsh reality that no amount of Coyote Pass dreaming can save them now. Will they ever recover? Only time will tell. But for now, the road is their only home, and bankruptcy is their new reality. Kody&Robyn Brown's financial empire reached its inevitable climax when the banks finally came calling, seizing every last property they owned after years of mismanagement, reckless spending, and failure to meet their debt obligations. The couple, once so confident in their ability to maintain their lavish lifestyle despite the crumbling family structure around them, found themselves in a humiliating freefall, homeless, broke, and forced to hit the road with nothing but their pride in tatters. For years, viewers of Sister Wives watched as Kody&Robyn made one questionable financial decision after another, prioritizing their own comfort over the well-being of the entire family. From the disastrous purchase of the $1 million McMansion in Flagstaff to the ill-fated Coyote Pass, land investment that never saw a single home built, the writing was on the wall: their financial recklessness would eventually catch up with them. And when it did, it was swift and merciless. The first major blow came when the bank foreclosed on Robyn's prized Flagstaff mansion, the one she insisted they needed to rent, and later buy, despite the family's already strained finances. With four of Kody's wives now down to just one, thanks to Christine, Janelle, and Mary all leaving, the financial burden fell entirely on Kody&Robyn's shoulders, and they quickly proved incapable of handling it. The mansion, with its soaring mortgage payments, property taxes, and upkeep costs, was the first to go. Robyn, who had grown accustomed to living far beyond her means, sobbed as movers hauled away her expensive furniture and decor, most of which had been bought on credit. Kody, ever the delusional optimist, tried to spin it as a fresh start, but the reality was far grimmer. Next came Coyote Pass. The barren, overpriced land that Kody had convinced the family was their future dream home site was repossessed after they defaulted on the loans. Janelle, the most financially savvy of the wives, had warned against the purchase from the beginning, but Kody dismissed her concerns, insisting that the property would appreciate in value. Instead, it became a money pit, with no utilities, no development, and no buyers willing to take it off their hands. The bank took it back without hesitation, leaving Kody&Robyn with nothing to show for the hundreds of thousands of dollars they had sunk into it. With no assets left, the couple's credit was destroyed. No bank would lend to them, no landlord would rent to them without an exorbitant deposit, and even their TLC paycheck, already diminished after most of the family left the show, wasn't enough to keep them afloat. The final humiliation came when their cars were repossessed, leaving them with only an aging RV that Janelle had once used for her solo travels. With no other options, Kody&Robyn packed what little they had left and hit the road, becoming modern-day nomads, a far cry from the grandiose vision of a polygamous empire Kody had once preached. Life on the road was a harsh wake-up call. Gone were the days of luxury homes, expensive jewelry, and endless shopping sprees. Now, they were stuck in cramped RV parks, counting every dollar and relying on odd jobs to survive. Kody, who had once boasted about being the alpha provider, found himself taking temporary construction work, while Robyn, who had never held a traditional job, struggled to adjust to a life where she couldn't splurge on Victorian figurines or designer handbags. The stress took a toll on their already fragile relationship, with frequent arguments about money and blame over who led them to ruin. Fans of Sister Wives watched in a mix of shock and grim satisfaction as the couple's downfall played out. For years, viewers had criticized Robyn for draining the family's resources while contributing little, and Kody for his selfish financial decisions that prioritized his favorite wife over the rest of the family. Now, karma had come full circle. Christine, Janelle, and Mary, all of whom had escaped Kody's control, were thriving, owning homes, building careers, and enjoying financial stability. Meanwhile, Kody&Robyn were reduced to wandering from town to town, their once vaunted plural marriage dream exposed as a hollow facade built on debt and denial. The final insult? The remaining Brown children wanted nothing to do with them. Most of Kody's kids, alienated by his favoritism toward Robyn's children and his harsh treatment during the family splits, refused to help. Even Dayton, Aurora, and Brianna, Robyn's biological kids, struggled to sympathize as they watched their parents' stubbornness lead to complete ruin. Social media buzzed with reactions, from sympathy for the kids to outright mockery of Kody&Robyn's downfall. Memes circulated of their empty McMansion, the repossessed Coyote Pass sign, and even fake "will work for groceries" signs photoshopped into Kody's hands. In the end, Kody&Robyn's bankruptcy was more than just a financial collapse, it was the final, undeniable proof that their leadership had failed. The man who once claimed to be the head of a thriving plural family was now a broke, wandering figure of pity, and the wife who had manipulated her way to the top was left with nothing but regret. The road ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear: their days of living large on the family's dime were over. And as they drove away in that beat-up RV, one couldn't help but wonder, was it all worth it? Kody Brown and his fourth wife, Robyn, make questionable financial decisions while the rest of the family struggled. From expensive homes to failed business ventures, their spending habits have often raised eyebrows. Now, in a twist that many viewers saw coming, Kody&Robyn have officially gone bankrupt, lost all their properties to foreclosure, and have been forced to hit the road, a far cry from the lavish lifestyle they once flaunted. The downfall begins: overspending and bad investments. Kody&Robyn's financial troubles didn't happen overnight. Over the years, they made several risky moves that put them in a precarious position. One of the biggest red flags was their decision to purchase a nearly $1 million mansion in Flagstaff, Arizona, while other wives like Christine and Janelle lived in more modest homes or even RVs. Robyn's insistence on having a big house for her and Kody, complete with expensive furnishings and a nanny, despite having adult children at home, drained their finances. Meanwhile, their failed ventures, like Kody's gun business and Robyn's unsuccessful jewelry line, only added to their money woes. The straw that broke the camel's back, defaulting on loans. Despite warnings from financial experts and even their own family members, Kody&Robyn continued living beyond their means. Reports surfaced that they had taken out multiple loans against their properties, assuming that their TLC paycheck would cover everything. However, as sister wives' ratings declined and other wives, Christine, Janelle, and eventually Mary, left the family, their income took a massive hit. Unable to keep up with mortgage payments, the banks finally foreclosed on their Flagstaff mansion and Coyote Pass property, leaving them with nothing. Living on the road, a humbling reality. With no homes left and their credit in ruins, Kody&Robyn have reportedly resorted to living in an RV, ironic, considering how Kody once mocked Janelle for doing the same. Sources say they've been traveling from place to place, relying on family and friends for support. Some fans speculate that they may try to return to Utah or even Wyoming, where living costs are lower, but their reputation precedes them. Many former friends and family members have distanced themselves, tired of their financial irresponsibility and manipulative behavior. Fan reactions: "We told you so." The news of their bankruptcy has sent shockwaves through the sister wives' fanbase, though few are surprised. Social media is flooded with comments like, "Karma finally caught up with them, and maybe now they'll understand why the other wives left." Many viewers believe Robyn's spending habits and Kody's favoritism ultimately destroyed the family's finances and their relationships. Others joke that this could be the plot of a new TLC spin-off, Kody&Robyn, Broke and Homeless. What's next for the Browns? While Christine, Janelle, and Mary have moved on and rebuilt their lives, Kody&Robyn face an uncertain future. Will they finally take accountability for their mistakes? Or will they continue blaming others for their downfall? One thing is certain, their story serves as a cautionary tale about financial mismanagement, favoritism, and the consequences of living beyond one's means. For now, all that's left is to watch as the once dominant patriarch and his favorite wife navigate life on the road, a far cry from the plural marriage dream they once preached. Kody&Robyn Brown, once prominent figures in the polygamous reality TV world, has reached its peak as financial ruin forces them into complete destitution. After years of questionable financial decisions, extravagant spending, and mounting debt, the couple has officially filed for bankruptcy, losing everything, including their infamous Coyote Pass property and their McMansion in Flagstaff. The banks, tired of empty promises and missed payments, finally foreclosed on all their assets, leaving Kody&Robyn with nothing but a beat-up RV and the harsh reality of their poor choices. Fans of sister wives have watched for years as Kody's favoritism toward Robyn alienated his other wives, Mary, Janelle, and Christine, who all eventually left him. Now, with no family support and no income from the crumbling TLC show, Kody&Robyn's financial reckoning has arrived. The couple, who once flaunted their expensive tastes, from Robyn's endless collection of precious moments figurines to Kody's ridiculous sports car phase, are now living like nomads, traveling from one cheap campground to another, relying on dwindling savings and whatever odd jobs they can find. The beginning of the end came when lenders started calling in their debts. Despite multiple refinancing attempts and taking out second and third mortgages, Kody&Robyn could never get ahead. Their lavish spending never slowed, even as their income from sister wives decreased due to the show's declining ratings and the departure of the other wives. The final nail in the coffin was the bank's seizure of Coyote Pass, the undeveloped land Kody had grand plans to turn into a polygamous paradise. Instead of building homes, the property became a money pit, with unpaid taxes and loan defaults piling up. When the court order came through, the Browns were given just 30 days to vacate their Flagstaff home, leaving them scrambling to sell whatever belongings they could before hitting the road. Now, Kody&Robyn are a far cry from the smug, self-assured couple who once believed they were untouchable. The reality of their situation has set in: no more TV cameras, no more adoring fans, and no more wives to blame for their problems. Robyn, who was once seen as the favorite wife who could do no wrong, is now facing the consequences of her and Kody's financial mismanagement. Meanwhile, Kody's ego has taken a massive hit as he struggles to accept that his patriarchal delusions of grandeur have led him to rock bottom. The RV life is a humbling experience for a man who once boasted about being the leader of a large, prosperous family. As they drift from town to town, rumors swirl about what's next for the fallen.